Hi, guys. Welcome to Own Your Essence, the podcast where healing meets empowerment. I'm your host, April DeMille, a psychic medium and a life coach specializing in grief, trauma, and toxic relationship recovery. This is a space for deep conversations, powerful transformations, and raw healing. Each week, we'll dive into soul-centered topics like psychic mediumship, the supernatural, metaphysical wisdom, emotional grief, addiction, mental health, spiritual wellness, and self-discovery. Through inspiring interviews and personal insights, this podcast is here to spread awareness, spark connection, and support your healing journey. If you're ready to set boundaries, reclaim your confidence, and step into your true power, you're in the right place. Let's own your essence together. One or two things was going to happen. I was either going to die, and I was okay with that, or I was going to wake up like completely different and free of all these chains that were binding me. And I wasn't necessarily okay with that. Like if I had a preference, and I did, I would have rather died.
Gave me a lineup, and I had already drawn this person's face and everything, the person, the predator, and they actually got a confession out of him. And this case was 39 years old. It was a cold case.
I'm going to start saying no as often as I can. Like as much as fucking possible all day long to every fucking thing. I don't care how big or small. Right. I'm going to start saying no, because by saying no, I was still saying yes to me. Right. And so that's kind of how I had to do it. And I would tell if I was kind of falling back into something, because I would feel resentment. The moment I felt resentment, I was like, oh, because now I just betrayed myself.
Correct.
By agreeing to something I really didn't want to do.
It is finding your own way.
Yeah.
Everybody is different.
Yeah.
One way doesn't necessarily work for everybody. I mean, it will work for probably multiple people, but there's, but you need to be able to change it up.
My responsibility is my self-care and my peace. Fuck off.
Well, that last part, though, is that, so the responsibility is really to ourselves and making sure that we're in a state that, is okay.
Exercise the right of any individuality. You will pay for it somehow.
Yeah. So they really don't directly, and I couldn't point out a point ever, except for me talking to women. Because that wasn't okay.
Right.
But aside from that, I couldn't point out any time ever that I was ever told that I couldn't go hang out with friends.
Yeah.
You can create the impact and you can create the prosperity that you want without compromising yourself. Because when you're in your authentic frequency, you become a magnet for the change that you want to create.
Still have my moments where I don't listen, and she's probably trying to connect with me, and I'm just like, what's going, because it's so subtle, and I'm just like, what? Like, who's there? And she's probably like, hello.
You're like, what?
Cool, but in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to relay this to the client that, the goddess of rainbows came to visit. And we're always talking about how like it's not always rainbows and butterflies. Well, apparently it can be.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
One thing that really bothers me is that they're like, how do you know that you're connecting to grandma or whatever? Or how do you know that you're connecting to angels? That's just, it could be something in disguise. And I'm like, well, when you go to church and you're praying, how do you know that you're praying to that
Thank
guy?
you. Good job, girl. Exactly. That makes your whole world fall apart.
That's right. And it makes you recognize, that what you thought was something was actually not stable or, the right thing to support you. So there are times when it's completely warranted to leave.
The whole point of our soul's evolution is how do we make meaning of what we're experiencing? Because there are messages in every discomfort that we have. We just have to learn how to interpret it.
I did choose to stay homeless over men trying to force me to be whatever they wanted me to be, over staying with people and family members even that did drugs because I was sober. So I chose homelessness. Thank you for joining Own Your Essence. I am beyond grateful to our guests for sharing their wisdom and to you, our listeners, for being part of this journey toward healing and empowerment. If today's conversation resonated with you, please feel free to subscribe, leave a review, and share this space with others who might need it. If you have questions, topic ideas, want to be a guest, or would like to work with me privately, send an email. I'd love to hear from you.